The soft morning light gently seeped through the curtains of Evelyn's modest home, casting a warm, golden hue across the room. Evelyn, a 64-year-old woman with an air of quiet resilience, had spent most of her life in devoted care of her only son, Adrian. Her days were a tapestry woven from threads of routine, love, and sacrifice, marked by the ceaseless care she provided for Adrian. Adrian, now 35, had been paralyzed from the waist down since he was 12 years old, following a tragic car accident that forever altered their lives. The routine in Evelyn's house was defined by its unchanging nature, a rhythm that brought comfort and stability to their lives. Each morning, Evelyn rose before dawn, her movements a testament to years of unwavering dedication as she prepared Adrian's breakfast. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee filled the house as Evelyn meticulously arranged slices of bread, cheese, and fruit on the table. "Good morning, Adrian," she greeted with a gentle smile as she entered his room. Adrian, who had always been cheerful despite his condition, managed to muster a smile in return. The process of getting out of bed was slow and deliberate, requiring Evelyn's patient assistance. Despite the monotony and the physical toll, Evelyn never showed signs of exhaustion or impatience. Breakfast time was their sacred ritual. Their conversations, though simple, were rich with affection. They talked about how they had slept, their plans for the day, and, most eagerly, the soap operas they both loved. These soap operas were more than just entertainment for Adrian. They were a way to escape his harsh reality and immerse himself in worlds and stories far removed from his own. The car accident that had so drastically changed their lives occurred on a rainy afternoon 23 years earlier. Evelyn's husband, Robert, was behind the wheel. The road was treacherously slick, and a momentary distraction caused the car to skid and overturn. Robert, who was not wearing a seatbelt, was ejected from the vehicle and died instantly. Adrian, though securely strapped in, suffered severe trauma that left him paraplegic. The loss of Robert and the onset of Adrian's disability brought Evelyn and her son closer in ways words could scarcely describe. From that moment forward, Evelyn dedicated her life to ensuring that Adrian had everything she could offer within the constraints of his condition. Their small house became a sanctuary of love and care, every corner a reflection of Evelyn's constant presence and devotion. Recently, Evelyn had begun to notice subtle changes in Adrian's behavior. Initially, she dismissed these as figments of her imagination. Adrian, who had always been optimistic despite his disability, seemed occasionally lost in thought, as if he was concealing something. One evening, as they watched their favorite soap opera together, Evelyn observed something peculiar. Adrian was lying on the couch, wrapped in a blanket to ward off the chill. Evelyn noticed the day. Adrian was lying on the couch, wrapped in a blanket to ward off the chill. Evelyn noticed the blanket moving slightly around Adrian's feet, as though he was trying to move his toes. She frowned but said nothing, attributing it to an involuntary reflex. However, these observations persisted over several nights, and Evelyn's concern grew. Adrian appeared anxious at times, as if he was hiding something significant. Driven by love and worry, Evelyn resolved to investigate further. Her concerns intensified with each passing day. She took Adrian to the doctor regularly, and each time, the tests indicated that his condition remained stable. Yet, Evelyn could not shake the gnawing feeling that something more was at play. One morning, as she prepared breakfast, she made a decision. She needed to uncover the truth, not out of distrust, but out of a genuine desire to help Adrian if she could. That morning began like any other, with Evelyn preparing breakfast while Adrian still slept. But a sense of restlessness had taken hold of her. The subtle movements in Adrian's feet weighed heavily on her mind. Could it be possible that he was regaining some control over his legs? Evelyn didn't want to deceive herself, but couldn't ignore what she had seen. After helping Adrian out of bed and guiding him to the breakfast table, Evelyn watched him with newfound attentiveness. Adrian seemed slightly uncomfortable under her scrutinizing gaze, but said nothing. Their conversation during breakfast was as ordinary as ever, but Evelyn's thoughts were racing. In the afternoon, Evelyn had an idea that filled her with guilt, but seemed necessary to resolve her doubts. She decided to install hidden cameras in their home to monitor Adrian. She didn't inform him, fearing that her concerns might alter his behavior or distort the truth. While Adrian attended his medical consultation and physiotherapy session, Evelyn drove to a security and surveillance agency. She was met by Peter, an understanding attendant who grasped the urgency of her request. Evelyn explained her need for hidden cameras, and Peter assured her that the installation could be completed within the hour. Evelyn accepted, eager to uncover the reality of Adrian's condition. The installation was swift and efficient. Within an hour, Peter had set up cameras in Adrian's bedroom, the living room, and the kitchen. With her heart heavy but her resolve firm, Evelyn quickly stopped by the market, picked up some fruits, and returned to the clinic where Adrian was finishing his physiotherapy session. Adrian was unaware of his mother's secret investigation and accepted her presence at home as if it were just another ordinary day. That evening, as they settled in to watch their beloved soap opera, Evelyn's eyes were fixed on Adrian, searching for any sign of the truth. As the episode unfolded, Evelyn noticed the blanket moving around Adrian's feet again. Her heart pounded with a mix of anticipation and anxiety. Despite her intense focus, Adrian seemed unaware of his mother's scrutiny. After the soap opera ended, he went to bed, and Evelyn's mind buzzed with questions. The next morning, Evelyn prepared breakfast and left Adrian comfortably in bed, citing a trip to the market as her reason for leaving. While walking, she reviewed the footage from the hidden cameras on her phone. What she saw left her both perplexed and emotional. Adrian, with immense effort, had managed to sit up in bed and attempted to stand. The revelation shocked Evelyn. Could it be that all these years Adrian had been concealing his true condition? And if he was indeed improving, why hadn't he shared this with her? Determined to find out more, Evelyn returned home with a plan in mind. Upon arriving, Evelyn found Adrian lying in bed, his demeanor unchanged. The day progressed normally, but Evelyn's anticipation for the evening grew. When night fell, and they were both seated on the couch, Evelyn decided to confront the issue directly. As they watched television, Evelyn could no longer contain her curiosity. "Adrian, I've noticed something unusual. Are you able to move your toes?" she asked, trying to maintain a calm tone. Adrian's face turned pale, panic evident in his eyes. He struggled to speak, but eventually admitted, "Yes, Mom. Since I began physiotherapy with Dr. Maya, I've felt some improvement, but I was afraid to tell you. I didn't want to give you false hope." Evelyn felt a chill run down her spine, but was quickly overcome by joy. "Why didn't you tell me sooner?" she asked, tears welling up in her eyes. "I didn't want to create false hope," Adrian replied, also in tears. "I'm afraid this progress might be temporary, and I didn't want to disappoint you." Evelyn enveloped Adrian in a heartfelt embrace, overwhelmed by a mixture of relief and hope. "You could never disappoint me. Knowing that you're improving is everything I could ask for. We'll face this together, step by step." The following day, Evelyn scheduled an appointment with Dr. Noah, Adrian's longtime physician. During the consultation, Adrian detailed the improvements he had experienced since starting intensive physiotherapy with Dr. Maya. Dr. Noah listened intently, conducting a thorough examination. "These improvements are significant," Dr. Noah remarked. "For someone who has been paralyzed for so long, this is nothing short of a miracle." He turned to Evelyn and Adrian with a reassuring smile. "But we need to proceed with caution. We must continue with physiotherapy and closely monitor the progress. This is not a quick fix." Evelyn felt a surge of hope. "So is there a chance Adrian could walk again?" "There is a chance," Dr. Noah confirmed. "But it will be a long and challenging journey. Physiotherapy will be crucial, and Adrian will need a lot of support and patience." As they left the clinic, Evelyn and Adrian were filled with newfound hope. The path ahead was uncertain, but the possibility of recovery, no matter how slim, provided them with the motivation to continue their fight. They were determined to face each challenge, each physiotherapy session, with the unwavering belief that love and determination would guide them through. Adrian's physiotherapy sessions with Dr. Maya became increasingly intense. Each session was a test of endurance and determination. Dr. Maya, with her professional yet compassionate approach, developed a rigorous exercise regimen designed to strengthen Adrian's leg muscles and enhance his mobility. The physiotherapy sessions became a blend of physical and emotional exertion. Dr. Maya's dedication and empathetic guidance were instrumental in pushing Adrian's limits while ensuring his safety. Adrian appreciated Dr. Maya's unwavering support, and her presence during his recovery process became increasingly significant. At home, Evelyn continued to monitor Adrian discreetly. Though the progress was gradual, it was undeniable. Evelyn's heart swelled with pride and hope as she witnessed her son's growing determination. During one of Dr. Maya's visits, an unexpected connection began to blossom between Adrian and her. Their interactions evolved from a professional relationship to a deeper emotional bond. They shared moments of laughter and personal stories, and Adrian found himself drawn to Dr. Maya's warmth and understanding. Evelyn, observing their interactions, sensed a change in Adrian's demeanor. He seemed more animated and hopeful, and his eyes sparkled with a newfound light. Though Evelyn was pleased to see Adrian happy, she remained unaware of the developing relationship between him and Dr. Maya. One evening, after a particularly grueling physiotherapy session, Adrian invited Dr. Maya to dinner at their home. The invitation was both a gesture of gratitude and a desire to spend more time with her outside the confines of the clinic. Evelyn welcomed Dr. Maya with genuine warmth, appreciating her dedication to Adrian's recovery. As they sat together for dinner, Adrian took Dr. Maya's hand, his heart racing with a mix of hope and vulnerability. "Dr. Maya, you've been incredible through this whole journey. I want to be with you not just as a patient, but as a partner. Will you be my girlfriend?" Dr. Maya's eyes glistened with emotion. "Adrian, I've come to care for you deeply. I'd be honored to be your girlfriend." Evelyn, observing the heartfelt exchange, felt a mix of joy and curiosity. She welcomed Dr. Maya into their lives with open arms, grateful for the positive impact she had made on Adrian's journey. The bond between Adrian and Dr. Maya grew stronger with each passing day, their love providing them with an additional source of strength and motivation. As their relationship deepened, Adrian's recovery continued to progress. The combination of dedicated physiotherapy and emotional support from Dr. Maya led to remarkable improvements. Adrian's physical strength and confidence grew, and he began to envision a future beyond his previous limitations. One sunny Saturday, Adrian and Dr. Maya, along with Evelyn, decided to visit a local park. The outing was a significant milestone for Adrian, as it was the first time he would venture outside his home in a long while. The park, with its expansive green lawns and serene atmosphere, offered a sense of liberation and normalcy. As Adrian maneuvered his wheelchair along the park's paved paths, he felt a wave of exhilaration. The wind gently brushed against his face, and the sounds of laughter and nature filled the air. Evelyn and Dr. Maya walked alongside him, their presence a comforting reminder of their unwavering support. Adrian's spirit soared as he gazed at the familiar sights of the park. He had fond memories of playing soccer with his friends before the accident, and the longing to relive those moments never faded. That day, he decided to take a bold step. With the assistance of Dr. Maya and Evelyn, Adrian approached a grassy field where he had once played soccer. With determination, Adrian kicked a ball gently, feeling a sense of triumph as it rolled across the field. Although he was still using his wheelchair, the symbolic act of kicking the ball represented a victory over his past limitations. Evelyn and Dr. Maya cheered from the sidelines, their tears of joy reflecting their shared pride and happiness. As weeks passed, Adrian's relationship with Dr. Maya continued to flourish. They celebrated small victories together and supported each other through challenges. Adrian's recovery became a testament to the power of love, determination, and unwavering support. One evening, as they sat together in their living room, Adrian decided it was time to take another significant step. He had been planning a special moment for Dr. Maya and wanted to make it memorable. As they watched their favorite soap opera, Adrian took Dr. Maya's hand and gazed into her eyes. "Dr. Maya," Adrian began, his voice trembling with emotion, "you've been my rock throughout this journey. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Will you marry me?" Dr. Maya's eyes filled with tears of joy. "Yes, Adrian, I would be honored to marry you." The engagement was met with overwhelming joy. Evelyn, thrilled for her son and his future wife, helped with the wedding preparations. The wedding was a beautiful celebration of love, held in a picturesque garden surrounded by family and friends. On the day of the ceremony, Evelyn watched with pride as Adrian and Dr. Maya exchanged vows. The ceremony was filled with heartfelt promises, laughter, and tears. As they sealed their vows with a kiss, Evelyn felt a profound sense of fulfillment. The struggles and sacrifices had led to this moment of happiness and new beginnings. After the wedding, Adrian and Dr. Maya embarked on their new life together. Their love continued to grow, and they soon received wonderful news. Dr. Maya was pregnant. The announcement brought immense joy to their family, and Evelyn eagerly prepared for the arrival of her grandchild. As the months went by, preparations for the baby's arrival were filled with anticipation and love. Evelyn, Adrian, and Dr. Maya worked together to create a warm and welcoming environment for the new addition to their family. The nursery was lovingly decorated, and each day brought them closer to the moment when they would welcome their child into the world. The day finally arrived, and Adrian and Dr. Maya's baby was born. Evelyn was overjoyed to meet her grandchild and welcomed the new member of the family with open arms. The arrival of the baby brought a new sense of purpose and joy to their lives. As they navigated the challenges and joys of parenthood, Adrian and Dr. Maya's bond grew stronger. Evelyn, now a doting grandmother, cherished the moments spent with her grandchild and continued to support her family with unwavering love. Looking back on their journey, Evelyn reflected on the trials and triumphs that had shaped their lives. The path had been filled with obstacles, but the love and support they shared had guided them through the darkest times. The future, once uncertain, was now bright with hope and promise. Evelyn's heart was full as she watched her family thrive. The struggles, sacrifices, and challenges had led to a future marked by love, hope, and new beginnings. As they embraced this new chapter, Evelyn knew that their journey was far from over, but was now defined by the joy and togetherness they had found. And so, with the dawn of each new day, Evelyn, Adrian, Dr. Maya, and their growing family continued to write their story. A story of resilience, love, and the boundless possibilities that lay ahead.